How you doing, my good people? This is a segment that I felt that I need to do for the people to know things that they won't say. This have to be the eighth one, conscious speak, conscious talk. It's all about teaching people about having a proper respect when you calling upon a God and or the goddesses. And if you are amongst a person that have reached the cosmic realm to elevate to their God self amongst the real world, the same as you take tokens and you make offerings when you build altars, for people that understand what it is and know the studies and all religions and all spiritualities know what it is, whether it's out there on the forefront or not. The same way how that you have to make offerings at them altars, it's the same thing when you are amongst a person that have rested cosmic realm amongst the real world within the flesh. And actually the person that have rested cosmic realm amongst the real world within the flesh is even more stronger because they right there in the physical need. It's the same thing. You have to make an offering of that in which that they asked for to please the God in order to get a blessing. It's no different. It's the same exact thing. You just can't walk around and just think that you are due a blessing just cause. The same way how that you would call upon a certain God and or certain goddesses and you would make an offering based off what that God and or that goddess is like when you at that altar and you doing that ritual. It's the same thing if you see someone that has elevated. In this case, being myself, have elevated to that cosmic realm and past that event of being of what people know as ether, the highest of your consciousness. You have to make an offering. It's the same exact thing when you asking when you asking for a blessing. And as well, if a person that has reached their God and or God itself have spoken to the heavens that anything that you ask in or that you want to answer from have to be within communication, that means that you have to speak it aloud. There is no thinking thoughts and then ask someone something like, oh, are you going through the door? But then you think a thought to the heavens like, I want to know if I can do this and or I want a blessing for this. And then you ask somebody if they going through a door and of course they going to say yeah if they going that way and get your answer. No, learn communication. You have to speak it aloud. You have to speak it aloud. Speak it aloud. If you want to know something that's about, I don't care if you want to take a trip. And you need to know if you can be blessed in or if you can take that trip. People trying to tell you, you need to put that within the sentence. Man, I would like to go on this trip, right? I was thinking about going on this trip. What do you think about it? If you talking to a person that have risked that cosmic realm of their God in or God itself, that's the way that you do it. You have to put it in communication, especially if that person have spoken aloud. Because other than your blessing will not be granted. But there is no difference. I don't understand why is it that people keep thinking that when you call upon these other gods and goddesses, or Tincha, or you could call upon Athor, or you could call upon Tahuti, or you could call upon any of the other goddesses and or gods that you want to talk about, that it's going to be any different from when you see a god and or goddess within the flesh. You still have to make an offering. Just like some of these gods, you got some goddesses, they like certain Ram on these altars. It's the same thing. If you got a goddess or a god that's within the flesh, if you know their choice, you have to make an offering. You make an offering in order to get a blessing. What are you talking about? It's just like when you go into a church and you why do you think it's called offerings? You never heard that? People that go to church or people that go to the temples or go to the shrines or people that go, to whatever that your religious organization is or whatever that your spirituality organization is, you go there and they collect offerings. It's an offering. Them blessings that you want, that offering. And then it's that money that you're giving. It's the same thing. It's the same thing for people that perform voodoo or people that know about the study. You understand what I'm saying? You have to make an offering. This is nothing that you just, you just wake up and think that it's due to you. Or that you could just treat a person below their standards and or still want a blessing from them. And I just say that just to clear up because I'm starting to see like a whole lot of people, you understand, and especially I've been paying attention. You got a lot of people that's out here that doesn't understand that when you are on a certain position in your life, being a leader means that you do things unapologetically. A true leader, you're going to move and step how that you need to step. Now, I'm one that steps with respect, but I always say this, I don't want to be around nobody that does not respect you being a true leader or respect me being a true leader. Because if every decision I make, just because it touched you and or you understand what I'm saying, it made you feel some type of way, I'm not about to apologize to you if my decision that I made was the correct decision. Just to stroke your ego. That's not a true leader. A true leader step unapologetically, especially if I did nothing to disrespect you. And or if I just called you out on some of your madness that you're doing. Why would I give a person an apology because I called you out on your madness that you're doing, especially if you were trying to inflict that madness upon me? That absolutely makes no sense. So this is just a little segment, just to kind of clear up for people to really understand what it is about when you're making an offering. And please do understand, you have to make an offering. This is why people practice. You have to make an offering. And unless if your spirit is just extremely in order, because once your chi is in order, if you're a person that has elevated to that cosmic realm, you can call upon them spirits. And you just be honest with the heavens to let them know that you're currently not in a position to set up altars. They knowing that you're speaking the honest truth. As long as you speaking the honest truth, that's when that you are performing ma'at. Ma'at is all about truth. That's just it. As long as you speaking honest truth, everybody speaks ma'at if they speak honest truth. It don't matter what your religion is. As long as you're being honest truth, that's considered ma'at. That means that you are heading in the direction to have a pure heart. Or your heart is already pure if you have elevated all the way up to the cosmic realm. To the highest heights of the cosmic realm. Should I just say that? So, as I said, I just really want to kind of clear some things for people and lighten up the air, because, a lot of people are seeing that they're really pushing hard out here to try to get to where they need to be, but at the same time, they're working against themselves. It's all about trying to find the route to have a pure heart. And as long as people's not trying to take the steps in or the route that they need to take to have a pure heart, you'll never get there. It doesn't mean nothing to say that you're doing the work of God, or you're doing the work of the gods, or you're doing the work of the people. But on the back end, you're doing any and everything as well to enslave people. It doesn't mean nothing. You can't think that you can balance the scale out like that. The only way that you're going to win or that you're going to elevate on a cosmic realm is to have a pure heart. The more pure that your heart becomes, the more purity that your heart finds, the higher that you elevate. Why you think you got so many people that struggle between the 5 and 6 levels? And then you got people that get to that 7, 8, 9 level, but then they tend to drop. That's because you have to learn how to level out and balance out and have a pure heart at all time. One saying that I always like to say, and I actually have it tatted on my back. It says, in order to become a great leader, you must first master the skill of being a great student. Okay? So, it doesn't matter about age. It matters about your vision. It matters about your honesty. It matters about your truthfulness. It matters about your pureness. It doesn't matter about age. If a person have mastered being a great student, therefore they have become a great leader, that means anyone else outside of that realm, you are required. You are required to give them the utmost respect. Especially if you are a part of any type of religious organization out here. And I just spit it just to be true, to allow people to know that I stand behind truthfully what it is that I'm doing. If you come to my page, which is E.Baker, my artist name is E.Baker. My IG and Twitter both are 7 Mighty Falcon. You're going to see where I'm teaching. I'm being extremely creative. I'm an entertainer. I'm a hip hop artist. I'm a rap. If some people want to call it rap. I also do poetry, spoken word, and I also inspire people. And I also speak a lot on religion and on spirits and things of that nature, because it's the truth. It's the truth. A lot of people like to hide it because that's what has become the norm. And it's like everybody tends to sway with the crowd, whatever that the norm is. It's kind of like when a hot shoe come out. If that's the hot shoe, then that's what everybody else doing until the new shoe come out. Well, now we live in a new area where it's all about the truth. It's all about the truth, period. It's all about the truth, and it's all about trying to fight that good fight. But as I said, in other segments, you can't expect to be fighting a good fight, but doing everything wrong within you fighting a good fight. I understand sometimes, sometimes you have to get dirty when you fight a good fight. But you only get dirty for those good reasons. As I said, you can't be trying to fight that good fight and doing everything wrong. So once again, it's just an eye opener, for people that is on that journey, for people that is, really searching and finding themselves. And like how I say, the support that I ask from you all is to just subscribe to my page. As many people as possible, subscribe to my page. That's the support that I'm asking, so I can get my views up, so I can continue to pump out, on great work. I got a lot more of very great information that I would like to put out there, but it is what it is. You understand, once you get a certain amount of views out here, you get paid off for it. So I'm trying to get up my views and my subscribers, really, so a brother can be able to make a sufficient living off of this. So once again, I hope that you all are enjoying the content. Peace out to you all, and always remember, that when you calling upon God, it's just like when you go into churches, temples, or whatever it is that you go to, that's your religious organization or your spiritual organization, how you make an offering, it's the same thing. How when you doing rituals for people that understand what it is and you make an offering, it's the same thing when you see a person that has, or I'm going to put it out there, if you see me and you knowing that I have elevated to the heights of the cosmic realm, it's the same thing. You make an offering. Nothing is just a given. Certain things, that you see a person that's on a God status, which is me. Yeah, I'm gonna, be nice and do certain things, that's a given. But, just don't come around and just think that things are just a given. You just supposed to get it just cause. Or you gonna have a nasty attitude and just receive things. It doesn't work like that. If you seen the Pope right now, would you disrespect him? If you seen the highest people amongst the Islamic community, would you disrespect them? No, you got the utmost respect. It's the same thing. A lot of people know who I am. I'm really trying to get my name out here as far as with my music and my conscious talk, my spoken word, and my poetry. So, as I said, once again, I definitely appreciate the support. My name is E.Baker. Subscribe to my page. Enjoy. Have a good one.